Alright guys, let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me. I think maybe this time we got it. Once again, welcome on into the stream. Let me know if you can hear me and if you can see me. If everything sounds alright. Yeah? Okay, alright, cool. Let's go ahead and get started. Well, guys, welcome to the Adventures of TNT. I'm your host, T, and tonight we are going to be exploring D.R.I. That's Dirty Rotten Imbeciles. Now, to my understanding, this band is considered crossover thrash. And I guess crossover thrash is where punk meets metal. More specifically, thrash metal. As I've gone on this journey exploring 80s metal and early punk, I noticed that there was an overlap in the sounds when it comes to thrash. As I was exploring older punk music, I noticed that it sounded very similar to the thrash metal that I was enjoying in the 80s. And I forget which band it was, but when I was listening to it, I was like, yo, this sounds like punk. And from there, I discovered, like a light bulb just went off in my head, that early thrash metal really got its foundation from punk rock music. And from there, people had started suggesting crossover. I kind of had no idea what it was. And they said that if I enjoyed thrash, then I would enjoy crossover, in which they are right. So here we are. Now, I've heard D.R.I. before. This is before I knew anything about thrash or punk or crossover or anything like that. I believe when we started doing these streams a couple of years ago, people had requested thrash hard. And I mean, I can't say that I liked it or hated it. At the time, it was just, music. And I just went along with it. But I didn't really know what I was listening to. My ears weren't as refined as they are now. So tonight, we're actually going to do kind of a deep dive into this band's music, into their catalog. I have a list of songs curated by our subscriber, patron, follower, Skates, in which he's going to guide us through D.R.I. through the years. So we're going to go ahead and kick things off, I believe, with something off of their first initial album. Well, first of all, these guys, they came out in 82, I believe. Yeah, they started in the early 80s. And they've just been progressing and kicking ass since then. So, yeah, the first song we're going to be checking out tonight is Who Am I? And we're going to follow that up with Couch Slouch. Now, as always, I want you guys to do these reactions with me. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the music that we're listening to. As well as, if you are a D.R.I. fan, I want to know, share some stories. If you were there from the beginning, what was going down when people first heard this? How did punkers feel about this? How did the metalheads feel? I'm curious. So, of course, leave your stories in the comment section. Let's go ahead and get this started. Once again, this is Who Am I? Let's go ahead and bring this display up. All right, booyah. There we go. Let me move over. All right. And shout out to Skates.
Who am I?
All right, so following suit with punk rock music, short and sweet. This is a great introduction song. I guess this sounds like it was like a first track on the album. So let's go ahead and keep going. 47 seconds. All right, Couch Slob. Let's go. All right, guys, that was Couch Slouch, and this is cool. When I listen to this and I think about it, the main thing that I think about is like that angry teenage angst that a lot of punkers and metalheads, well, you know, I don't even want to say punkers and metalheads, just teenagers in general. Because when you're young and you're just raging with emotions and you feel like the world is against you, music like this is what you can relate to. And I don't know, it's just really, really cool. And even with the lyrics, like, I guess unless you're familiar with the song, maybe you hear it over and over again, then you'll be able to interpret the lyrics. But it's exactly that. Home from school and here to stay. I'll take it easy again today. I ain't going to work. Don't need to pay. Couch slouch. Fuck off. My mom don't like the way I live. She says I take but I don't give. My dad can't stand the way I am. He says, damn, just get up, man. Couch slouch. You suck. And he says, awaken now and then I eat shit. I'm sorry. Awaken now and then to eat and shit. Don't go outside because I don't fit societies. Not ready for me. Crazy assholes never will be. Couch slouch. And you know, and there you have it. That's like a ball of, you know, teenage anger right there. Or you feel like you don't fit in with society. And that's what I've noticed with, you know, thrash metal as well. Just being rebellious. Because one of the big things that I noticed with that genre, or just with metal in general, especially in the 80s, part of that rebellion was not cutting your hair. And they would say things like, oh, you'll never get a job with that hair. Or you'll never get a job with those tattoos or piercings or whatever. And metalheads kind of just wanted to do their own thing. I mean, metalheads and punkers. So yeah, really cool. I can see how young, angry teenagers, they would hear this and then relate to it. All right. Let's keep going. Couch slouch. Coming up next, this is Nursing Home Blues. All right, let me make sure I pull up my lyrics. All right, here we go. Let's go. me see. What's up? Yo, oh my God. You know what? I was going to say this in the previous song. The previous song sounded like Suicidal Tendencies. It sounded like a Suicidal Tendency track. And because there was a lot of elements and style that Suicidal Tendency uses. But when I listen to this right here, this is straight Nuclear Assault right here. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. This is Nuclear Assault. I'm stuck here in this nursing home. I've lost all usefulness. I want to die. I gave you all the best years of my life. Passed away, now I've got no wife. Kill me, young man, and good night, 'cause I wanna die. All right, guys, this is D.R.I. with Nursing Home Blues. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. You know, I thought this was another cool song. Falling in line with the previous two songs, a lot of angst and anger in the song. And the lyrics were pretty wild as well. Basically, a guy that's in a nursing home, and he has the blues. Shit, he doesn't want to be here anymore. It says, I'm an old man living alone. My loved one stuck me here in this nursing home. I've lost all usefulness. I want to die. I have them all the best years of my life. Then Maggie passed away, and now I've got no wife. I mean, this guy, he's really going through it. This is very similar to Death's Pull the Plug, because basically it's kind of like the same thing. A guy, he's trapped in a coma and he doesn't want to live his life that way, and so he's like, pull the plug. So as I said before, right off the bat, the first thing that I noticed was stylistically, this sounded very similar to Nuclear Assault. And now I'm starting to understand what you guys were talking about as far as these guys being incredibly influential to metal in general. Because as we were talking about in our discussion, one of my subscribers, Philo, he made a great point. He said, you know, in the 80s when metal was coming around, it was kind of like a free-for-all. Everybody was kind of doing their own thing, trying to find their sound. And I can imagine when people first heard this, you know, especially if you like punk rock, you had to be blown away. Like, oh my God. And you got to think about it, in the early 80s, bands were hungry. Everybody was trying to make it. That's when a lot of these thrash metal bands put out their best material. So, of course, it seems like it would only be natural that if bands heard this punk rock band that's playing metal, they would want to copy it or be influenced by them. But for those of you who are around during this time, let me know what was going on. If you were around when this album dropped, what was the initial thoughts about this band? Did people think that they were posers or a copy of somebody else? Or was the scene blown away? So somebody go ahead and fill me in the comment section. I know some of y'all were rocking around in the scene when this came about. I want to know your thoughts, and I want to know your thoughts on the comparison with Nuclear Assault. Yeah, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and keep going, because as my patron has curated, he basically wanted to show the band's development through the years. So the next song we're gonna be checking out is Madman. Let's go.
I didn't know you could hear it.
No, I can't. That stuff hasn't done a bit of good. Okay, the party's over.
Okay.
Don't you dummies ever understand anything? You got to go to school. These others are dropouts. What do you care? You watch to go to goddamn bed. What's the matter with you?
Dad,
Well, you. I don't know who this guy is, but
He's
you.
fine.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
already told us.
Hey, get out of my way. I don't need you at all. You come over here
Yeah.
right now. I don't want you here tonight. You understand?
That's our only time to practice.
Well,
Dad.
I don't give a goddamn hell what you. I come home to relax. I don't listen to you and these other dummies.
When you come home, we'll
Pat,
stop.
I'm home. I've been home for 4 hours.
You didn't tell us to stop, though.
I'm telling you to stop now and get
Now we're stopping. Now we're stopping.
Damn.
Kick your butt, pay the bills, look at the face, do it, slam my door in space, do your this, what, even down or check the door, down, what, you are, do what, kick your butt, you know, better get out back, please, give what you're my life, the that I've got to, take it out, take it out, take it out, got to, take it out, take it out, take it out, got to, take it out, take it out, take it out, got to, take it out, take it out, take it out, so the train's going up, no sense underwear, and I get right back, come on in, come and check, you are, just what, kick your butt!
Oh. All right, so that was D.R.I. with Madman, and that was more in line with punk rock. Short, sweet, fast, and aggressive. These guys are really taking like some of the best elements of these genres and they're making their music with it. That was cool. I can get down with that. Once again, guys, I want to know some stories. If you were around when this band came out, I want to know. What was the deal? What were people saying about this album? What were people saying about this band when they hit the scene? He said, Philo says, I remember them being a big deal about the crossover album that came out a few years after this one. Well, what was the deal? Did people not like it, or were people blown away? He said, I remember punks with mohawks and long hair, metalheads beating each... Oh, shit. Beating each other up with skateboards? Damn. So it was like that? It was like punks versus metalheads? Wow. Dang. Something else that I read was that they considered this, before it was crossover, they called it skater metal. When I think about that, when I think about skater metal, I think about California, because I was born and raised in San Diego, and skate culture was huge in San Diego. Skating and bike culture, because it was the only place while I was growing up that kids had, and even to this day, they have like pegs on their bikes, like the little things on the wheels. So when you go pick up your homeboy, they can hop on the pegs and hitch a ride with you. And yeah, just everywhere else I've been, like, nobody really cared about bikes like that. But skateboarding was big too. Like, it didn't matter, black or white, everybody wanted a skateboard, because that was really cool. All right, we're gonna go ahead and keep things going. Next on our list is 5-Year Plan. All right, it looks like this is on another album, crossover. Let's go. Sounds more thrashy. All right, guys. So, as some of y'all has stated in the chat, this was officially when they, I guess, crossed over. Unlike the previous songs we listened to, this had more thrash elements. And man, were these good. This was a great song. On top of the fact that the lyrics on this song were absolutely insane. 5-year plan. I lose, you win. Apparently somebody pissed this guy off. And you know what's cool about it is that you can tell that these guys just, like, the lyrics are incredibly simple. Just the overall feeling I get when I listen to this is these guys were sitting around in a garage, maybe jamming, and they just decided to write this song. And maybe he wrote it about a personal experience. Somebody pissing him off. He's like, yo, I got a 5-year plan. You fucked me over. You did me wrong. You know why? I wrote this song. Until then, just pretend that you're still my friend. But in the end, your time will come when you least expect it. Ah! And so when I listen to this and you hear the simplicity in it, it's almost like there's something, I'll say, there's something genuine about it. There's something genuine about just listening to simple lyrics like this of these kids, these guys sitting in a garage or at a table or whatever, and they're just writing, or just one person in a bedroom or whatever and writing these lyrics. I don't know what it is, but they are able to convey that feeling just from listening to this song. It's magical. It's crazy. You know, I've been listening to a lot of music, not just metal, but country, rock, rap, pop, all that stuff. And sometimes it's just that simplicity, that feeling of relatableness that's missing from that music. So this was a great song. I really, really enjoyed it. But I did notice something in this. Let me see. Let me take this back. What does that sound like to y'all? Does that sound like anything that you've heard before? Let me see. Because y'all know how my brain works. Oh man. All right, y'all. All right, I'll let you guys decide. This came out in 87. Harvester of Sorrows came out in 88. I'll let y'all decide. One was an influencer and the other one was influenced. We're gonna keep these going, y'all. I'll let y'all decide that on your own time. The next song we're gonna be checking out, this is Hooked. Let's go. Wait. No. Oh, what the fuck is going on? No, what the hell? What the hell is this? Oh, no. Guys, there is no way. No fucking way. Oh, no, they could not have done this. No. Oh man, this is sad. This is a sad day today. Alright, I'm done. Alright, y'all, Hook, let's go. Alright guys, this was D.R.I. with Hooked. This is D.R.I. with Hooked. Another great song. This it is very thrashy, but it also has punk elements in it as well. Of course, crossover. Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think about this song. I did kind of notice a Nuclear Assault vibe in this, but let me read the lyrics to this song so you guys know what it's about, because you know, he's speaking very fast, and a lot of times when you listen to music like this, you can't really interpret the lyrics unless you listen to it over and over again and you try to understand what they're saying. Now, you guys know how this song started off. I'm not crazy. I heard the similarities. But let me just read the lyrics. You're tied down. You're locked up. You got no way out. You're broke down. You're fed up. Your lungs start to shout. You're wincing, convulsing. You're aching with pain, gasping for breath, and you're feeling insane. A hole after a hole, just proving your point. Point after point, just digging you whole. Slow digging. You're hooked. You're hooked on a drug that's controlling your mind. hawking your soul for that measly last dime. You're dragged off and thrown in your own padded cell. You've reached the end of your rope at the bottom of a well. Yellow black arm, whole of eager junk acceptance. Thin steel prick comes in your arm. I see you fall over again, hanging on to nothing you thought was your friend. Exactly. Thank you, Dirty. This song is about somebody being hooked on drugs. That is crazy. Oh man, that is wild. So it's literally exactly the same as Master of Puppets. Of course, you know, Master of Puppets is worded differently. But jeez, man. Oh man, I'll never get over this. Oh man. All right, we're gonna go ahead and keep things going. Let's see what's next. All right, Slumlord. All right, let's check it out. This is off of I guess the follow-up album, Four of a Kind. Okay, let's hear how their sound has progressed. This is another great song. This is very fun. Basically about a slumlord who doesn't care. Old battered building, ready to condemn. High value property, expensive piece of land, half filled with tenants, all poor on welfare. Now this is like the punk rock elements right here, because of course in punk, a lot of times they like to talk about society and the things that are wrong in society and how people get away with a lot of shit. And so it's really cool that these guys, I guess they've kind of evolved from the teenage angst and they're talking more about societal issues. Because I think that that's kind of what happens a lot of times when bands grow up and they kind of evolve. Because, you know, you can't be kids forever. And so the things that make you angry or inspire you to write music changes. You know, all of a sudden it's not high school that pisses you off, but it might be a slumlord, you know, or how you see the poor or marginalized people being treated. And then, you know, it inspires you to say, hey, you know, let me write a song about it. That's something that I've come to find with Dead Kennedys. With Jello, this guy has no filter and he has no problem letting people know how he feels. And I think that's the coolest aspect of old school, real punk rock music. Like, these guys didn't care. They were the cancel culture. So yeah, really, really cool. It's interesting. You know what? No, I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna talk about that. Anyway, let's go ahead. Hold on. Wait. T talking about teenage angst, but he loves Jonathan Davis emo laden lyrics. Absolutely, because you know, just like most of y'all, if you've grown up with that music, it stays with you because it reminds you of the periods of time when you were angry. And for me, that's what Jonathan Davis or Korn's music did. But of course, you know, as a musician, you can't stay in that spot forever, because, you know, you can't be a 40, 50-year-old man still whining about things that angered you as a teenager, because it doesn't make any sense. But as a listener, you can go back and listen to that older style music because it reminds you of your youth, you know, or it reminds you of the things that you went through when you were younger. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm pretty sure some of y'all are kind of having that experience in that moment now while you've been listening to these songs with me. Because not everybody has had a perfect life, you know? And so that's something that I've come to find with metal that I thoroughly enjoy, is that it's an outlet. If you had a shitty youth, or you were bullied or picked on or whatever, I can imagine, like, if you were listening to metal music, that was like your outlet right there. And although you've grown past that, you can still listen to it and reflect on the times of when that kind of stuff happened, and just be like, yeah, man, you know, that shit happened, but you know, I didn't let it break me. You know, that's the coolest thing. That's the coolest thing about, like, being an adult and going through the shit that you've gone through when you were younger, is when you think about that shit in the past, you're like, yo, you know, I went through a lot of shit, but it did not break me. Because when you get older, you see what life in general has done to people. There's some people here that didn't even make it. And I know y'all know there's some of us did not even make it. They couldn't even get out of their 20s because life was too hard. So that's how I feel. Whether it be Korn or any other type of music, that shit takes me back. But ultimately, at the end of the day, I'm like, yo, I made it. This far, at least. Because some of my partners, man, they gave up, you know. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and keep things going. Coming up next, let's see. Oh, man. I didn't have it ready. Let's see. Suit and tie. Okay, cool. All right, here we go.
Until his nose starts to bleed.
Nice and chunky. That bass spiraling out of control. Oh, man. All right, guys. That was D.R.I. with Suit and Tie. Skates, man, I got to give you a huge shout out because these songs that you have selected tonight, these have all been bangers. These have all been great songs. Great lyrically and musically. I mean, you know, as far as somebody who is into metal, thrash metal, a lot of these songs have the elements of that genre that, you know, people love to hear. So this was really, really good. Now, with this song right here, this was called Suit and Tie Guy. And basically, to me, it sounded like a guy who, I guess he felt like he was better than everybody. And something happened. His nose started to bleed. I thought he was on coke or something. And he had a heart attack or he was doing drugs or something. And he died. Yeah, he's like a corporate guy on coke. Yeah. And that's the punk elements right there. Because as you said, Skates, a lot of punk rockers, they have a huge disdain for corporate. Now, as a young person, that's how you kind of feel. Because you feel like suit and tie guys or men are the man. And you're in this rebellious period. Fuck the man. I'm never cutting my hair. I'm never wearing a suit and tie. But we all know, because we're all adults in here. We all know that once you hit adulthood, you get that job, and you got to put on that suit and tie, you got to go to work. That shit is over. Oh, man. I remember when I had got my first job and I had to go out and get a suit and tie. I had to learn how to tie a tie. And I had to get my slacks. And I had braids. And I cut my hair. I didn't want to cut my hair. I had to cut my hair off. And I had to look presentable. And you go to work and you're being professional. And all that slang, all the attitude, all that shit goes out the window. It go out the window when you get a boss. And so, yeah, reality sets in. Real life happens. And all your dreams and fantasies about being a angry rebel that's going to be against the world, all that shit goes out the window. You know, don't have kids because then it's really over. Oh, man. So that's great. Yeah, another great song. I was gonna say something else about this, but it's not coming to me. It left my mind. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and keep things going. Coming up next, we have let's see, Acid Rain. Okay, or wait, no, Thrash Hard. Okay, no, I've heard that already. So we're gonna do Acid Rain. Okay. All right. I'm not sure where this falls in their catalog, but let's go ahead and check it out. Let's hear how these guys have progressed. bass is nasty.
Will our children look back with hatred or despair at a generation of idiots who just didn't care about the fossil fuel fumes and the aerosol spray that would hold in the ozone, let in the rain back and forth. Cancer in humans, and what is it all worth? Heating up our globe, destroying our own earth. What will it be? A busting no concern about the season
All right, guys. This is D.R.I. with Acid Rain. This is really cool. Because not only was this a great song, it's incredibly catchy, but it falls in line with everything that we've been saying in this stream. And you literally hear the progression in these guys' style. Everything about this track was incredibly nasty. Like, the bass in this was nasty as hell. But you hear how we started with the first few songs, Who Am I and Couch Slouch. And you hear it's angry, teenage, emo music. Well, not really emo, but just angry teenage angst. But as these guys have progressed in their sound, they've changed the things that they're talking about. And in this one, it's like just like with punk rock. It's talking about society. It's talking about things that are going wrong. And you know a band is dope when they can make a song about acid rain and they talk about shit like global warming and using up fossil fuels. Oh man. And I say this all the time. You know, if you're a good band, you can literally make music about anything. Because the most interesting thing about it is a lot of these bands out here will utilize, I guess, Satanism or theology or the Bible or something like that to try to be cool and edgy. Because it's cool to talk about the devil and all this other shit. But here it is, D.R.I. They're making good tracks and they're talking about acid rain. Oh man. Yeah, I like this. I thought it was dope. I'm probably gonna end up doing a full album reaction to maybe a couple of these albums, especially this track that Acid Rain was on, because so far out of all the songs we listened to, this one had the best production. And it had the best feel for me. This came out in 92 though. So of course, you know, a lot of bands were transitioning and of course they were having like their massive hit albums in the 90s. You know, all your big four favorites and everything. So it's really cool to hear how these guys have really evolved into the 90s and still really stay consistent stylistically and lyrically. The only thing that I guess noticed was that they never blew up. They never really hit, you know, they hit their stride, but they never hit like the super level of success that a lot of other bands hit. So I'm kind of curious to know what happened, you know. But anyway, guys, once again, I want to go ahead and thank my patron, subscriber, friend, and follower Skates for this this jam session and these requests for D.R.I. I guess we'll go ahead and we'll probably do a part 2 and maybe explore some more of their music in the future. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. You had fun. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video in any of your groups or whatever, anybody who you think would be interested in going on this journey with us, and leave your thoughts in the comment section. Once I close out this stream, I want you guys to do me a favor, come back to the video and let me know what your favorite song was, or if you have a D.R.I. experience, a story, a concert that you went to that you want to share. We want to hear it. Let us know in the comment section. As always, guys, thank you so very much. Y'all have a safe evening, and I will see y'all later.